While on the grid we have these invited cars. There are only 5 sports sedans. That's not because there weren't the entries. It's purely because this is a 5-lap invitation scratch race with probably the 5 of the 6 top sports sedans in the country.
Flag out. Revs rise. Briggs from the back looking for a straight run down. Thompson stalls, not going quickly at all, then gets it underway. Rogers on the outside, and it's Rogers into the lead from Parkinson. Thompson in 3rd position, and the 2 back markers relegated to that position even now, and it will take them some while now to move their way through the traffic.
It's great to see 5 drivers of this calibre together on the track without the worries about overtaking back markers. Of course, the back markers have every right to be there, but they can sometimes spoil a race like this.
Thompson nowhere to go through. Rogers has got the inside, Parkinson the outside, and that's nowhere to pass over the top. Just look at the power of that Mercedes as he now comes down under brakes. Won't make it there.
Parkinson going better than we've seen him go for a long time, and Thompson holding out Rogers, and both Briggs and Richards just wondering where the heck they're going to get through. Tomo fighting fiercely.
Advantage to open a small lead on Gary Rogers in 2nd position. Brian Thompson in 3rd. Then Jim Richards now opening up the big Falcon as he comes down the straight looking for a way on the inside. Thompson gets it first.
Well, that's 600 horsepower plus coming down the main straight in that yellow car, but Thompson's held him out, and in fact he's gone under Gary Rogers there. Briggs is trying to follow through before they get up to Arco corner, but no way. Rogers is back to 3rd. What a battle. Rogers 5-litre car and Richards nearly 6 litres of Falcon. Parkinson still way out in front with Brian Thompson now just about to give best to Jim Richards.
And now Briggs winds it up. But he can't, can he? Yes, and Briggs goes through into 2nd last position, relegating Rogers to the last spot, as now Richards starts to look for a way through. Thompson and Parkinson still keeps opening that small gap in 1st position. It's Briggs who should be winning this race, but he is tied up in the traffic.
Like Formula V's diving around all over the road.
This rear of the grid starting position is now Briggs down the inside, and just look at him open that up, and goodbye Brian Thompson.
Thompson's better under brakes though. Who's going to get into Repco first? And it's Briggs almost going under Parkinson and into 2nd place. Side by side, Rogers and Richards. What an incredible dust-up.
Richards now through Thompson on the outside. Rogers going for Briggs. He won't do that.
Parkinson's still in the lead, and Rogers now back to 2nd. What an extraordinary event. Briggs is back up to 2nd, but I think Rogers is going to do something about that.
I think the promoters of Simmons Plains in Tasmania just hope that they get a race like this next weekend for the 3rd final round of the Australian Sports Sedan Championship. As my goodness, Parkinson going so slowly on that lap almost brings Briggs undone, who almost crashes into Rogers. I don't think it'd be fair to say that these lads are that. Briggs now down the inside. Rogers follows him through. Richards looking for a run, and he's going faster than anyone and has to back off. Briggs very anxious to keep his car pristine for the Australian Sports Sedan Championship, with a couple of protests running, a couple of appeals underway. At this stage, John Briggs sees himself very much in contention for the Australian Sports Sedan Championships, even though he's down on points to Tony Edmondson, and he won't want to do anything in this 5-lap challenge race to upset the balance of that motor car or get himself involved in any repairs before the very important Australian Sports Sedan Championship.
Rogers cutting the corner very close and going up in the air a little as he caught the curb. He's obviously working very hard. Richards now in third place. So that's Briggs, Rogers, Richards. Three of them. Oh, this is contact sport. If you just watch the people enjoying this race here today.
Rogers tries with the inside run, can't do it.
It seems hard to believe that these cars are only about a second off the pace of the 5000s.
And now here comes Richards up the outside on Rogers. And he does it, the crowd goes wild. They love Richards down here. And now it's Richards against Briggs. This is what the crowd's been waiting for. Only half a lap to go.
It's Ford versus GM as usual.
Rogers looks for a way through as well.
Oh, only inches, if that, in it.
And now the crowd's on its feet. Now they're cheering. The Ford flags are out. And onto the main straight. The checkered flag out waiting for them. And it's Briggs from Jim Richards with Gary Rogers.